In a time before noise, before neon, before the chaos of cities and endless scrolls, there was silence. That silence ruled Japan in the form of armored discipline, quiet strength, and decisions made behind paper screens. This is the Kamakura period. It is not the loudest chapter in Japan's history, but perhaps it is one of the most defining. And so, we begin our journey through the forgotten stillness of Japan's first shogunate. Section 1. A quiet revolution begins. In 1185, after decades of internal conflict between powerful clans, one man quietly rose above the chaos, Minamoto no Yoritomo. He did not seize power with ceremony, nor declare himself an emperor. He simply created something new, a military government in Kamakura, far from the imperial court in Kyoto. This was not a change of rulers. It was a change of structure. Power shifted from robes to armor, from scholars to warriors. The emperor remained a figurehead, but real power? It now whispered through the halls of the shogun's residence. Section 2. Kamakura, not a capital but a command center. Unlike Kyoto, Kamakura wasn't designed for elegance. It was a warrior city, coastal, fortified, built to repel, not to impress. This fit the times. Here, the shogunate enforced its rule through appointed stewards and constables, known as Jido and Shugo. These men governed on behalf of the shogun, suppressing rebellions, collecting taxes, and defending against foreign threats. Section 3. Zen and the Sword. This period saw the slow rise of Zen Buddhism, introduced from China but adopted in a uniquely Japanese way. It spoke to the warrior's heart. Zen rejected excess. It favored discipline, simplicity, stillness. It taught warriors to find clarity not in glory, but in breath, in practice, in silence. The tea ceremony, the calligraphy, the garden of raked stones, all of these blossomed during Kamakura as expressions of controlled serenity. Section 4. The Mongol Clouds. In 1274 and again in 1281, the Mongols came. Kublai Khan, grandson of Genghis, demanded submission. Japan refused. What followed were 2 attempted invasions, massive fleets crossing the sea. The samurai, trained in duels and land battles, faced an enemy unlike anything before. But both times, nature intervened. Storms known as kamikaze, divine winds, scattered the Mongol fleets. Japan was saved, but the cost was heavy. The shogunate had exhausted its coffers in defense. And since there was no land to distribute after victory, the samurai were left unpaid, disillusioned. Section 5. A slow unraveling. After the Mongol invasions, the Kamakura Shogunate began to crack. Power slipped into the hands of the Hojo clan, regents who ruled on behalf of puppet shoguns. Corruption spread. Famines came. Rebellions flared. And by 1333, Emperor Go-Daigo rose in revolt. The warrior loyal to him, Ashikaga Takauji, turned against the Hojo and brought the Kamakura regime to its end. Outro, Echoes of Kamakura. The Kamakura period lasted nearly 150 years. It gave Japan its first taste of military rule. It planted the seeds of Bushido, of Zen, of the warrior scholar ideal. It was a quiet revolution, not with banners and fanfare, but with armor and silence. Tonight, as you rest, remember the shoguns who ruled not by voice, but by presence, and the wind that whispered through Kamakura's pines still echoes if you listen carefully.